everyone, my name is Metsuga, and today I'm going to bring you another Marvel Future Fight video. And I'm going to go in depth with Iron Man today. And so I'm going to do a review on Iron Man. I did a review a while back, but I really wasn't able to go into team up play and go into arenas with Iron Man, and you know, they got these new missions out and stuff, so, and I did make some, you know, a few changes to him. So I want to take you in depth with Iron Man and to show you what he's capable of at this level 50. So they did raise the cap to level 60, so, and it's a big deal. Each one of those levels gives quite a bit of stats. But it is a grind getting your characters to 60, I may add. Seems like it just stops once you hit level 55, 56. So anyway, so we're gonna do some missions, do some team up, and run some arenas with Iron Man. Actually, I haven't ran Iron Man since the new update, so he's kind of been left on the back burner. Anyway, so let's get right into him. So first off, we're gonna run this team here, the attack on Ultron. In my last video, I ran Star-Lord as the leader to give him that, you know, that damage buff, and it seemed like he worked a lot better. But for this video, I'm just gonna run him with this team here, and use him as the leader. Him or Vision, one of the two as the leader, because Vision's leadership's actually pretty good. Anyway, so the team bonus we're gonna get with this particular team, attack on Ultron. As you can see, all attack, critical rate, and defense pen. And you get the worthy ones. This is the Vision and Thor duo, so more crit rate and some cooldown time. So so I should be on super cooldown with Iron Man's passive as well. And of course you get the 6-star hero ×3 bonus here. And for Iron Man, his leadership here, genius level, intellect, all team members skill cooldown time 24%. So, you know, pretty damn good right there. So that should keep the skills, the rotation running pretty smooth. Let's get into his build, how I got him. So now Iron Man, he is an energy based attacker, energy damage type. All of his do energy damage. Now the missile barrage does do a little bit of physical, but it is still energy based, so it still gets damage off the energy. And his new 6-star skill, it's really not new anymore. I think he was one of the first to get a 6-star, but it is awesome. He spins around with his lasers, I'll show you in the video. And his passive here, real basic, just adds energy damage to his attacks, so real nice there. And of course his leadership skill cooldown time, so just got his skills at 20. After you start, you know, going past 20, it starts getting real expensive. And let's go ahead and get into the gears here. So with the gears, let's see, I got 10, 9, 9, 10. So you want all energy or all attack here. Now you don't want this by level here, so we're gonna change that now. It just doesn't scale well when you get that high. Alright, definitely don't want that. Okay. So it really does not want to let me... Okay, there we go. So energy attack, much better. This is all fine for now. Of course you want all defense, something I worry about late game. This is all okay except for the recovery rate. Let's see if I can change that real fast. So... HP, okay, that works for now. And here it looks like I'm rocking critical damage and critical rate gear. Now I'm probably gonna want to run defense penetration. All these defensive penetration right here. But it looks like I'm getting low on cash, so I may just stick with this for now. Let's see if I can change the first two at least to defense pen. Okay, so I got lucky on that one. Let's try this first one. Attack speed. He really does not need attack speed. His attack speed is amazing with this new uniform. Okay, so defense pen. Okay, perfect. Now I want to change these other ones to defense pen. Let's see if I can. I'm running low on cash. Maybe I can get lucky here. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at. I'm only at 20k, so we'll leave it at that for now. Now with Iron Man, I am running critical rate gear. The reason I'm running critical rate gear is because he's constantly doing damage. He does a lot of damage real fast. So, you know, a lot of numbers hitting. So that way I can hit those criticals, get as much damage as I want. So I'm running, you know, him as straight DPS. That's how I've built my Iron Man. And it seems to work fairly well, especially in team up. Now his uniform. This, you know, he's got a few uniforms here. He's got this uniform, you know, the regular, but see, this uniform gets, while getting hit with 25% rate, energy, attack, 66% physical damage. So it looks like it does some sort of attack. I don't have this and I've never used it, but I mean, it doesn't look all that great to me. You still get the 10% stats, but with this one, you know, same thing, 10% stats, but fires more ammos with skill, missile barrage. So you get a few more missiles out of his missile barrage, which you can't go wrong with. So that just means more damage, which is fantastic. So good stuff there. Now his moves are different as well, so you'll be able to see in this video, like, it doesn't shoot out of his chest, shoots out of his hands. You know, real cool stuff here. So I'll show you in the video. Now, the ISO set bonus I have with Iron Man, so Power of Angry Hulk. Straight damage right here. This is a damage dealing set bonus. And to be honest, I really like this set bonus out of all the ones I've tried. This is one of the better ones in my opinion. Really like Power of Angry Hulk. Really like the while attacking, you get the all attack buff. Plus all this good stuff here. So a little bit of defense here, which is more than welcome. So only got a few, you know, about half and half, 3-star and 2 stars, but yeah, real good stuff here. And this, you know, I like to make sure that with whatever custom gear that I'm using, that reflects in my ISO bonus. So I'm running critical rate gear. I do have critical rate here. So real good stuff. No critical damage, which I like to have too when I'm running the crit rate gear, but defense pen is, you know, always welcome as well. So he could probably use something a little different because he really does not need attack speed. You'll see in this video just how fast he attacks, blazing fast. His attacks are so fast, it's amazing. I really like this new uniform. It's great. So let's go into the details real fast. So he's got a negative lightning resist, so you know, against guys like Thor, Thrut, Black Widow, Nebula, they're gonna do, you know, quite a bit, you know, 10% more damage to Iron Man. As you can see here, I'm running at 54% critical rate. You know, that's pretty amazing, and only 115 on critical damage. This definitely needs to go higher. If I were to run this, you know, this build, this team later in game, I'd probably, you know, I would probably put some critical damage in here. Maybe run the first 4 or 5 defense pen and then run some critical damage down the rest of this, just so I can, because I mean, I'm going to be hitting at 54%. I'm going to be, you know, more than half the time it'll be hitting criticals. So you want that to be a little higher. Now, as you can see here, he's got more defense in energy defense, so quite a bit more. It looks like, you know, almost 700 more than physical. So he's going to do better against energy damage types. So keep that in mind when you're in arenas. So anyway, that's that. Let's enough with the talking. Let's get to some blasting here. So I don't think I ran critical rate gear in my last video with him, so we'll just do the same thing I usually do. Run that first story again right here. See how he fares all by himself. To be honest, I'm interested to see how this goes because I have not ran Iron Man in a long time. I've been really focusing on my main team, which is not a part of it. There's a 6-star skill, just wipes the entire screen pretty much. And with him having such high skill cooldown, we'll see if we can see. Look at that basic attack. Just lightning fast. A little overkill there on that guy, huh? Running on the autoplay, I swear. I do like that cooldown though. I mean, look at how fast it is. It just chopped him down. Nice. Okay. Real test here. He's got an enemy shifter in there. So he may struggle with it. Especially and it's a speed character, so it's going to do more damage to me. I may have to send in some help here. We'll see though. We'll let him fight it out. Looks like he's doing just fine. That's it right there. Use that there we go. Boom. Okay, so there you have it. Let's take a look at the time. 117. Very nice. Very nice. I think he ran that much better now with I think I ran dodge gear with the last video. I'm not sure, but looks like he's doing much better with the crit rate gear running with this team. So anyway, very nice. 117, very fast. All right, moving on. Now I'm gonna take you into one of these new missions here. Let's see. I guess I can run that same one I ran in my last 2 videos with Venom and Sif, just to show you what he can now. I haven't done this with Iron Man, so I'm interested to see how well he holds up in here. Okay, so wow, slow that guy. Nice. So far, so good. Taking some big damage here. Little defensive buff. So he's taking big damage, but basic attack is so nice. So I may need to switch him out here, generate some health, and see if he gets a health orb though. There's a health orb right there. Very nice. We need probably another one of those. At least one. Not a big fan of that laser beam, 5 stars. Work all of that fantastic. That right there. Okay, another health orb, very nice. So I'm gonna let him heal. I'm gonna throw Vision in for now. Let him heal up so he can participate in this boss battle. so we barely skated by that one. But there you have it. So you're able to see kind of what he can do in the new missions. He did decent running that whole mission, but still a little underpowered for that particular boss, so, as well as the whole team being so low. So not bad, not bad. I think Venom had a much better run than him, and it's more similar to Sif's run. So now let's go into some team up play. So this is something I wasn't able to do in my last video. We're gonna do it today. Now this may be hard now that everybody's, you know, been grinding their characters up to like 60. So we may have to go against some 50, 55s or something. So 45, 42, just not gonna. It's just not. Okay, we gotta walk. Okay, perfect. Yay. 2 level 50s. Well, I haven't gone against these two, but I'm guessing I'm definitely gonna beat Captain Marvel. Her DPS is just, I don't know. That character, there's something wrong with that character. She just don't work right. But Wasp, somebody I definitely want to get on my roster eventually. Later down the road. So I'll probably start off with Missile Barrage. And then we're gonna do his star. Shouldn't be face taking, I should just sit back. Do this. Now I just sit here and basic attack usually with Iron Man. I don't even worry about that laser move. That laser move seems, I don't know, it just seems lackluster. So we're not even worried about it. I should still put out quite a bit of DPS. Look at this fast it shoots. Try to get in Wasp. He's almost dead already. Very nice. Alright, that's all she wrote. So let's go ahead and get the results in here. So, as you can see, no need for, jeez, it's just a huge difference, as you can see here. I mean, I beat both of them by 200 plus K, so, Iron Man's DPS in this suit at least is definitely top notch. I've been running these team ups a lot lately, and when I run Iron Man, I'm usually at the top. To be honest, I can't think of any time I wasn't at the top with Iron Man. So, DPS wise, you know, he's up there. He's definitely in the top notch rank. So anyway, a little disappointed in Wasp though here. She was below Captain Marvel, so I don't know what's going on there, but I hope that that is not all she's capable of. So. Anyway, there you have it. Let's move on to arenas. Okay, so arena time. Alright, so let's see here. Now, let's see what kind of competition we got. We got War Machine at 52. It just seems so much easier to find good competition here. Alright, so Iron Man versus Iron Man. That's not really a good test of wits there. I mean, we want to see him go against other people, right? So let's see, War Machine. Okay, yeah, he's got War Machine, and if he finishes him off, which, you know, he's 52, so he may not, and then we got Black Panther, who's a beast in arena. So let's do this. Alright, just let it run on auto. So I'm pretty sure if I was controlling Iron Man at that point, just from looks, I probably could have taken those two out. Not for sure, but you saw it. I sat there and did that measly laser beam thing and just got wiped out when I could have easily taken War Machine down much faster. So probably going to control Iron Man now that I see it. He does that move before he goes to any other move first. So anyway, pretty decent. Let's try that again. So we got a 53 Giant Man. Let's go into the Giant Man. Okay, so let's try this. Giant Man level 53, Black Widow, and of course Yellow Jacket. Now the one thing I notice about Giant Man Goliath in these arenas that I think is a little OP is his opening move. Now watch. He comes out with his strongest move right off the bat. To me, that's a little OP. You know, 5-star skill is ready to go already. Where mine is most others aren't. So controlling him definitely works out quite a bit better here. I have, you know, he's probably gonna get smoked by a speed character. Vision with the physical barrier should do very well against Black Widow. Oh man. So pretty good battle here. Vision's hanging in there. Alright, so Thor, you gotta smack that little bee. There you go. That's it. So as you can see, Iron Man's actually pretty good in arenas. He's not doing too bad. He smoked that Giant Man. If you use the proper rotation, don't just run it on auto, seems to do pretty well at that point. So I've noticed that with some of my videos while I'm doing these arenas. I let them run on autoplay and they use rotation. If you do, put him in right away and then let the rest of your team deal with him, because if you leave him for the last for through, it's gonna be a wrap. So this team looks quite a bit stronger than mine, but I'm gonna go against this team. What I'm gonna do here is we'll let Iron Man fight it out with Yellow Jacket, and then you know, I'll try and switch Thor in if he even, you know, before we get to group, even if I win this. So. Oh, there's that move again. Oh, not good. So Yellow Jacket just outclasses, you know, just basically outclassed Iron Man in that one. Vulnerability, paralyzed. So it doesn't even look like that we may not even get to through here. This Yellow Jacket's ridiculous. And I'm sure Giant Man's got this one covered. Okay, so there you have it. There it is. Let's see, two more of these. Let's see if we can. So we got a Cap up there, Ultron. Wait, it seems like it's so much easier to find competition. So we got an Ultron. Ooh, this team's probably a little too strong for Okay, we could try this here, but we haven't seen a Cap, but we really don't. You know, he should beat Captain America. She's a combat character, so let's put him up against Ultron. You know, I like to give him a stiffer competition. Okay. So there's that move I hate. So he's doing very well here. So we're gonna just, okay, see how I tried to force him not using that beam? It seems to be working very well. And he may actually get both of these guys. Oh yeah, look at that. He's beastie. He's a beast. So he did very good. So I'm forcing it not to use. He's keeping it on autoplay. But, you know, very impressed there. He smashed on those two, 55 and 56. So Iron Man definitely viable. Quite good in these arenas. Put him against the right competition. Make sure you're controlling him though. If you let him use that laser beam, he's gonna be vulnerable to getting his ass beat pretty much. So make sure that you are controlling him. Now 51 Yellow Jacket and Ronin. So we can, I want a little revenge here on some Yellow Jackets, but I don't know if Iron Man can handle Yellow Jacket. He got whooped on pretty bad, you know. So this is more of a well-rounded team. I'd like to see him go against Ronin anyway. So let's put him up against this one. Okay. So again, we're gonna try and oh, I couldn't keep it off. I'm just gonna take this off because I really don't like him using that laser beam. To be honest, I think it's the most worthless thing he has. And he is beasting. He is beasting. So he just took those two out, no problem. And there you have it. So, okay guys, I mean, there's Iron Man in arenas. I thought he did fairly well as long as you control him. You let that autoplay take control and he just sits there and uses that laser beam and gets whooped. So, anyway, my final thoughts on Iron Man, and I think this is a pretty good team for him, this Attack on Ultron. I don't know what it is, but I like this team. Running with the critical rate gear, putting him at such a high critical rate. I think he does well. So my final thoughts, so Iron Man, story mission wise, he seemed good. So the first run, he seemed good, really good. And the second run in the tougher missions, he seemed, he seemed okay, probably above average. DPS wise, definitely, I'd say maybe DPS wise with this suit at least, he was doing top tier damage. I'd like to put him up against, some of the other top tiers like Giant Man and Black Widow and some of those other top tier damage types, Green Goblin. So, but from what I can see, very good in team up DPS, raw DPS. So, in arenas, he did very good as well. As long as you control him, he does very well and pin him up against the right people. So, he looked like he struggled against the Yellow Jackets, which is a big deal. But you could always run somebody else against Yellow Jacket. Anyway, guys, I guess I would call him above average. You know, Iron Man with this suit at least above average. I don't know if you could call him top tier just yet. Like I'd have to say, maybe put him in Loki's bracket. You know, probably in the tier right below top tier. You know, Iron Man and Loki pretty similar, because Loki runs the missions at a top tier level, but doesn't run DPS. His raw DPS isn't near as high as Iron Man, but yeah, you know, and Iron Man doesn't run the missions as good as Loki. So, but arenas, they're pretty similar. They take about 2 guys out and maybe a little bit on the third guy in a good run. So I'd give him the same tier as Loki, you know, and he really isn't. You know, I could have ran something a little different, maybe like if you put him with Star-Lord, he'd have a big damage increase. So I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think. You know, let me know. Comment below what you think. Anybody that has him, you know, level 50 higher, what you think his tier is. I definitely think he's definitely better than mid tier. Questionable top tier. His DPS definitely is definitely up there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, please, and have a good one.